2015 GMC Yukon. Pedal adjuster not working. And you can see how it skips a little bit. Doesn't move all the way. So we went ahead and
welcome to what I predict.
Bought this guy here. It's going to go ahead and swap it out. So it looks like I'm going to have to reuse this piece that this entire accelerator pedal is on, as you can see there. So go ahead and take that off first. Alright, took this guy off. So I made two of these, I think 225 T30 screws. Only two holding that in, so I'm going to continue trying to get the rest of this thing out. I took out that nut right there. Be careful, it can probably fall into that abyss of metal. But it's this guy right here. Be careful not to let that drop. So doesn't hardly move, but I was able to wiggle this around, and as I hit the adjuster to move this a little further up so I could get this bolt sitting behind the cart pit and right there. Well, not bolt, but nut. Should be the same as the last nut I took off. Alright, so I got to actually move this all the way back. I have to have it all the way in this little box thingy. So it needs to look like this, where it's not coming out at all, where this one is, because let's see, there is a bolt, yeah, right in here, I believe. Yep, yeah, you see a little hole on the other side. There's a bolt right there that I need to get to, or a nut. So yeah, it kind of sucks because this doesn't really want to move, as you can see when I click. That I need to plug it in first. Hold on. But as you can see, as I press, it doesn't really want to move. So that's going to be interesting. I'll have to figure that out. I was able to wiggle this as I hold down the switch, and I was able to wiggle it to move a little bit, but it's been slow. So I was able to just very firmly push up with one hand as I use the switch to move it all the way back. But yeah, I got good lighting. You can see that whole lines now. So I got like several extensions on this. Well, two and a deep socket 10. And I am able, not quite yet, but I'm gonna need a swivel. Yeah, as you can see here, it's able to get the swivel and everything in there. You can see the whole thing is trying to come out. I think that was the last bolt. I'm going to play it safe, and I am going to get a magnet to get that out. I don't want it falling into any kind of abyss, so I'm going to use a magnet and pull it out. Alright, so as I'll get out, it looks like I just had to spin it a little bit more than I thought. But there she is. Isn't happy with the rest of the three. And now this entire thing wants to come out. I just left this this plugged in and just to the side. I don't think it'll cause any problems if I unplugged it, but I don't know. Just want to keep things simple. Keep in mind you do need this all the way in as well as this. You may think I'm kind of crazy saying that, like all the way in. Was like, well, yeah, it comes all the way in. Well, I actually plugged this in to test it just to make sure that that I wasn't crazy and that this was actually the part that I needed. So this one worked much better than that. But yeah, I tested out. Just make sure you put it all the way back in, and this one's all the way back in. But yeah, so let's see what needs to be taken off from here. Obviously, the connector to the motor. I'll do that real quick. But up here, you can see his little channel that little thing sits in. So you just twist it. Yeah, so you could actually see right there has this little it's hard to get in space. It has a little channel on it. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, there you go. It has a little channel. And that channel goes in right here in these little teeth. Pretty simple. Just not too easy to get in. You gotta put a lot of your body in here and try and get your body as close as you can so that you can move your arms in there. It's gonna be cramped, but once you get it in there, it's in there. So this is the position I had to get this new part in. Hanging like that. And this little shit right here, it's not very easy. It looks easy, but it's not. So I dig into those channels, and I'll rotate so you can see them. You can see a little peg is in the slot like that. But it's easy to get the peg in there, but you have to twist it. And you actually have to twist it kind of hard, like it fights you. But once it's in there, it's in. So here's a little hack I use all the time. I put a towel, paper, anything, and then in between the socket and the nut, and I jam the nut in there. That way it doesn't fall out. Because I don't want it falling. I don't want it falling in these little pits here around the bottom. So each one, I just take my extension and socket. I just rotate until I feel it's on there. Boom. Don't gotta worry about it falling into no abyss. And I'll just tighten the rest of that. Yeah, I got other bolt up there, and I got the bolt that goes through this hole. If you're wondering why these are here, I just have these in place just in case they're different sizes, and so I don't lose them. But I took these off the original one, the original bracket being this piece I'm tapping. I took off the original one and just put on this new one just so I don't lose track of where everything goes. All right, so went in and got the clip on the new bracket. I got the motor plugged in. As you saw before, I got that little booger. Did that go out of place? Wait. No, it didn't. Looked on camera like it came out of place. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna do it all over again, but no. Yeah, I got those 3 bolts back in, so I'll be that guy, and then that guy there. Originally wasn't hidden by this because I just put this in place. This is just held on by these 2 Torx bolts. But yeah, should be ready to test out. And as you can see, this is all the way back as well. So I'm gonna be pushing the button, and you can see moves happily. No stuttering, nothing. So yeah, that's how you change out a pedal adjuster bracket on a 2015 and up Yukon. So I actually took this apart to confirm my suspicion, and oh yeah, that came off with it as well. But you see in there, that right there is just like I thought. It was a cracked gear. So whenever it would spin, there's a little spiral gear, that orange right there, that spins from the motor, the shaft of the motor, little spiral gear, and then this plastic gear. And this, I confirm my suspicion why it was skipping sometimes, why it would like move, and then it just would not, and then you shake it and then move again, is because there's a missing tooth, because it's cracked. So they don't sell the plastic gear, you gotta get the entire thing. So up to me, I'll get a metal gear and just replace that plastic one. But, you know,